Most people play stake tarot like they're waiting for the stars to bless them, flip, hope, lose, repeat. But that's not how the real winners do it. Tarot isn't luck dressed up as mystery. It's rhythm, structure, and emotional control disguised as chaos. Every flip, every symbol, every moment you hesitate reveals more about you than the cards. The game isn't reading your fortune, it's reading your patterns. The first mistake players make is treating tarot like a slot. They chase the next card, the next miracle, thinking that if they wait long enough, a fortune will turn. But the truth is, the game doesn't change, you do. Once emotion slips in, logic leaves. You start believing the game owes you a good card because you've had too many bad ones. That's the oldest trap in gambling. Probability doesn't balance itself for you. It resets every round. Every deck reshuffles without memory. So the question isn't what card is next, it's what version of you is playing the next card. Smart players approach tarot like a rhythm game. They don't focus on predicting cards, they focus on managing reactions. The secret isn't guessing, it's reading flow. You start by watching the deck behavior across 10, 20 rounds. Notice the sequences, not the symbols, but the emotional rhythm. Long streaks of neutral cards usually mean volatility is building. That's not superstition, it's pattern awareness. The game breathes, and if you learn its pulse, you stop being the one who panics when fortune shifts. The real power move in stake tarot isn't when to flip, it's when not to. Most players waste their edge trying to force a comeback. One loss, two losses, and they double down like they're fighting fate. But tarot doesn't reward force, it rewards calm timing. The best players wait through cold cycles. They reset emotionally between rounds, not chasing a run that's already done. Every pause is a weapon. Every break before a flip gives you space to detach emotion from pattern. That's where clarity lives. Then there's stake control, the backbone of every winning session. The biggest losses happen when emotion drives bet size. You get one good card, feel synced, and suddenly double your wager. That's when the game wins. Because the moment your bets grow with your confidence instead of your structure, you've already lost control. The pros set a balanced rhythm, small, consistent stakes, with slight increases only after steady profit, not random intuition. Tarot rewards patience disguised as boredom. That's where the quiet profit comes from. The second rule is bankroll structure. Never enter a tarot session without boundaries, profit cap, stop loss, and duration. If you start with $100, your session goal should be simple. Protect it. Split it into smaller rounds, maybe 20 or 30. The goal isn't to get rich from one flip, it's to survive long enough to catch cycles that favor you. Most players drain themselves trying to make the game turn good, but nothing turns unless you give it time. You survive by lasting longer than everyone else who burns out chasing instant destiny. There's also psychology at play. Tarot is visual and emotional, it's built to feel mystical. The art, the symbols, the reveal, they all trigger emotion. That's by design. But emotion is the most expensive currency in any gambling game. Once you let it lead, your logic fades. You start interpreting randomness as meaning. The moon showed up twice. That must mean luck's turning. No, it means variance is doing its job. The system doesn't care about meaning. It only cares about momentum and your ability to handle it. So the trick is not to believe in the cards, believe in your system. Create one. For example, a 3-phase structure. Observe, play, exit. Observe the first few rounds with minimum bets or no bets at all. Play small during neutral flow, scale slightly only during consistent positive streaks. Exit the moment you double your starting balance or when variance shifts back to volatility. Treat every session like a cycle, not an endless prophecy. You're not reading the cards, you're reading energy, yours and the game's. The best tarot players don't stay long. They treat the table like a mirror. Once emotion starts reflecting excitement, frustration, and hope, they leave, because they know what's next. Tilt. And in tarot, tilt is fatal. Every loss feels personal. Every win feels meaningful. That illusion feeds chaos. The longer you stay, the stronger the illusion gets. That's how the house takes back everything it gave you. The exit isn't a weakness, it's the win condition. Tarot, like every stake original, is a test of restraint disguised as luck. The algorithm doesn't care about belief. It reacts to randomness, but it punishes emotion. Players who try to decode it spiritually lose mathematically. The ones who play systematically win quietly. They don't celebrate cards. They track outcomes. They don't chase patterns. They watch variance. They don't fight the game. They let it reveal when it's ready, then collect and leave before it turns. That's the difference between players and professionals. Players play for signs. Professionals play for structure. Every decision is timed. Every pause is intentional. Every exit is planned. That's how they stay in profit, while others spin stories about fate. Because in tarot, the only real fortune you control is your discipline. So the next time you load Stake Tarot, remember the goal isn't to see the future, it's to protect the present. The cards don't owe you meaning. The deck doesn't owe you a balance. But if you learn how to control rhythm, manage emotion, and play short, you'll realize something powerful. The real win was never random. It was built, one decision at a time. If you found this breakdown helpful and want more real, practical strategies that help you play smart, not hopeful, stay tuned. Because the future of gambling isn't about luck, it's about awareness. And awareness always wins first.